The rebirth of Israel and the fig tree. A nation, born in a day, Isaiah's prophecy, fulfilled. In Isaiah 66:8, the prophet asks, "Who has ever heard of such things? Who has ever seen things like this? Can a country be born in a day, or a nation be brought forth in a moment?" This verse points to something supernatural and unprecedented, a nation being born in a single day. This exact event occurred on May 14, 1948, when Israel declared its independence and was immediately recognized by the United States and other nations. After nearly 2,000 years of exile, the Jewish people returned to their homeland. This fulfilled not only Isaiah's prophecy, but also numerous Old Testament promises from Ezekiel, Jeremiah, and others about the regathering of Israel from the nations. This moment in time is seen by many Bible scholars as the beginning of the last generation, a key prophetic countdown to the return of the Messiah. The fig tree parable, the sign of Israel. In Matthew 24:32-34, Yeshua said, "Now learn this parable from the fig tree. When its branch becomes tender and puts forth leaves, you know that summer is near. So also, when you see all these things, know that it is near at the doors. Truly I tell you, this generation will not pass away until all these things take place." The fig tree in Scripture is often symbolic of Israel. In this parable, Jesus uses the fig tree as a metaphor for the rebirth of Israel, implying that when Israel comes back to life, the prophetic clock begins. What is a generation in the Bible? Psalm 90:10 provides a critical clue. The days of our years are 60 years, and 10, 70 years. And if by reason of strength they be 80 years, 80 years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for it is soon cut off, and we fly away. This passage is often interpreted to mean that a biblical generation spans 70 to 80 years. So, if we take 1948 as the starting point and apply the 70 to 80 year window, 1948 plus 70 years equals 2018. 1948 plus 80 years equals 2028. This suggests that by the year 2028, we are at the outer edge of a potential last generation window, as defined by Psalm 90. How old would someone born in 1948 be in 2025 to 2030? Let's do the math. In 2025, someone born in 1948 turns 77 years old. In 2028, they turn 80 years old. In 2030, they turn 82 years old. So by 2030, the youngest members of the 1948 birth generation would be in their early 80s, and their lives are nearing the very limit of the 80-year strong generation, described in Psalm 90. This suggests that if the rebirth of Israel truly marked the start of the final generation, then we are potentially living in its final decade right now. Many people alive today could witness the full unfolding of the prophetic events Yeshua described, including the Great Tribulation, the rise of the final world leader, and Messiah's return. The importance of the fig tree and the last generation. The fig tree blooming in 1948 becomes a time marker for the end times. Israel's rebirth was the trigger. The generation that sees this event will not pass away before all prophetic events are fulfilled. Yeshua said in Matthew 24:33-34, "So also, when you see all these things, know that it is near at the doors. Truly I say to you, this generation will not pass away until all these things have happened." Thus, if the fig tree is Israel, and if 1948 was its budding, then the countdown began with the modern state of Israel. How long could the last person from that generation live? It is possible, though rare, for individuals to live past 100. Someone born in 1948 could live to 100 or beyond, meaning they might be alive even in 2048. This pushes the absolute limit of this generation further. though such individuals would be very elderly. However, the prophetic urgency intensifies as we approach the 80-year mark in 2028, which fits the standard strength-based generation model in Psalm 90. Living in prophetic days, whether 70, 80, or possibly a few years more, the generation that witnessed Israel's rebirth in 1948 is aging rapidly and will not be around much longer. If Yeshua's words about "this generation shall not pass" are to be taken literally, we are standing very close to the culmination of prophetic events foretold in Scripture. This includes the rise of a global government system, conflict surrounding Israel and Jerusalem, increasing natural and political upheavals, a future world leader, and ultimately the return of Yeshua the Messiah. We are reminded of Yeshua's call to be alert and ready. Watch therefore, for you do not know what hour your Lord is coming. Matthew 24:42.